Y'all took the shot already? Fuck it, I'm late. Salute.
Nah. Salute. Damn, he said, fuck it, I'm late and went first.
I'm late. Let's go. Yo, let's talk about the Malik Nabers shit. Like I said, I don't know if I said it on this show. I might have just been, barbershop shit, talking shit to my guys and all that. But I said that I feel like, and I really don't like to say shit like this, you know what I'm saying? Because it makes it seem like I'm shitting on these dudes, you know what I'm saying? And I'm the old dude, get off my lawn, not understanding the younger generation. It's not that, man. I basically said, yo, I don't want Malik Nabers to turn into Odell. And before I get into that, I am an Odell Beckham fan. I love doing these with the Giants. You know what I'm saying? Did a couple of scandalous little things, but nothing too crazy. He didn't rob nobody. He didn't kill anybody. It's all in the context of, of football and stuff like that. I mean, he's really talented. I fucks with Odell. I was tight when the Giants got rid of him. You know what I'm saying? Him and Saquon were electric when they were together on the Giants. You know what I'm saying? And just Eli was at the end of his career, and he really couldn't, muster up the fucking talent anymore to get it done or whatever. But Malik Nabers, he's been running around saying little slick shit and doing little slick shit, and when he first got drafted by the Giants, I seen him on Instagram. I followed him on IG. He's in a strip club, jeweled up. Listen, I'll be in I used to be in a strip club, jeweled up in the whole nine, right? But I'm not having to put on a professional appearance, especially when you're a rookie, especially in New York City where the lights are the motherfucking brightest. We all know this, you know what I'm saying? John Mara and them, Tish and those guys, these guys are buttoned up. This is a buttoned up organization. Yes, we've been bad for the last, 15 years, whatever it is, but the way they do business, they're very buttoned up. They don't play all that shit. You know what I'm saying? The older guys, I'm saying, from the old school. But, so I'm like, man, I don't want him to become this diva-ish, Antonio Brown, Odell Beckham type of, Ocho Cinco, even though I fuck with Ocho and I love T.O., but, they were labeled as divas, so to speak, right? So, listen, let me give you some backstory in this for y'all listening. Before the season started, right? Before he got drafted, they kind of asked him, you could potentially go to the Giants. What do you think about Daniel Jones? And he basically shitted on him. I don't know if you guys remember this shit. He basically didn't give any type of vote of confidence. He basically said he really didn't want to work with Daniel Jones. You know what I'm saying? Then he gets drafted, and a reporter asks him again. Basically gives him an alley-oop to give him a vote of confidence, for Daniel Jones to be a team guy. You're new in the team, even though maybe you don't like Daniel Jones, you don't think he's good, and we all know what's going on with Daniel Jones. It's not nothing to do with Daniel Jones' play. This is just PR shit, right? He says to the reporter, I have to wait and see. I'm just happy to be here, and was very dismissive. He could have been like, yo, that's my quarterback. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking forward to playing with him. I know he's had a rough time, but, now we're going to get it together. Whatever, right? So, kind of throws him under the bus again. Then a couple of weeks ago, you guys remember this, man? He did some real, diva shit. I'm open on every play. He basically said, I'm open on every play. Daniel Jones ain't getting me the ball, right? So this is another time he's throwing his quarterback under the bus, undermining Dable, undermining I couldn't say Capper, but undermining the Giants organization. And that's locker room shit. They see this, you know what I'm saying? That's not team binding shit. That's being, kind of divisive, right? So he throws it on the bus, says he's open all the time. And then this latest couple of incidents, right? Last week against the Commanders, right? And mind you, he's dropped a couple of big passes in big games. And mind you, he's super fucking talented. If you watch this show, I wanted Malik Nabers, you know what I'm saying? Over Marvin Harrison, over Keon Cole, all these receivers, you know what I'm saying? But he's acting diva-ish, man. He's acting Odell-ish, correct? You know what I'm saying? Last week, I had a super big problem with him being on the fucking sideline during the game with Jaden Daniels. Bro, I'm like, yo, is this pardon my, is this nigga serious? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking to myself. And yo, let me just give you full disclosure. I've done a lot of bonehead shit in my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a model citizen. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I've done a lot of crazy shit, but even I know better than that shit. Bruh, this in between the gridiron lines, this shit is war, bro. I know that's your boy. I get all that, you know what I'm saying? But you're losing the game, and you're on the sidelines with your boy Jaden Daniels, who's winning the game, and he's yucking it up. They're laughing. I understand why he's laughing, because he just balled out on the Giants twice. You know what I'm saying? I think he's the first rookie quarterback in 50 years to beat the Giants twice in the fucking season. You know what I'm saying? He's a baller, and we'll get into that on Thursday when we have Keith McPherson on the show. We're gonna talk a little bit more Giants X and O's and all that shit. But I was like, yo, are you serious, man? Like, you can't do that. The optics on that shit is just fucking crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm surprised he's not getting more shit. But I want to play this quick clip because after the game, he proceeds to throw Dable under the bus. This nigga he gives no fucks. I'm gonna find this clip, and I was like, this dude is just crazy. Wait, here goes the clip right here. Yeah, Malik Nabers and Brian Dable. Here we go.
Call plays, so I mean, I don't know. I mean, when you run the clock out in the first half, I mean, you're scratching in the second half to try to score points as many as possible. As an offense, you got to be versatile. You got to be able to run. You got to be able to pass. You can't pick between half and half what you want to do. But like I said, I'm not the play caller.
Okay, well, who?
Yo, you can't.
He sounds crazy, bro.
He sounds crazy, but he's not 100% wrong. But you can't do that shit. And last clip I'm gonna play before I hand it over to you guys. This is Sal and BT on WFAN, kind of responding to what he said.
Who is the play caller?
That's the coach.
You can't say that about your head coach. I don't care how high you were drafted or how much talent you have. You can't say that. It's selfish. This is Odell Beckham type stuff that Malik Nabers is now getting himself into. Not to mention, I don't know if you saw this, BT, and I forget at what point in the game it was. And I watched the game multiple times yesterday because I watched the first half live, then I had to pause it. I came back home, watched it again afterward, make sure I missed anything. He's on the sideline, hamming it up in the game with his former teammate Jaden Daniels.
Multiple times. I saw it.
What is Malik Nabers doing? So forget the Giants' loss, forget their crappy record, forget Daniel Jones. I don't have it in me anymore to get worked up about that. We all know where it is. My issue is with Malik Nabers.
Yo, Jay.
I saw that and Sal had me dying when I listened to that shit. Yo,
no play action on this play. It's a straight handoff. Run the sweep. Talk to me.
It's that's what it is. Like that's the character that he is. Like that. Like you can't make that up. Like you can't make that up. I saw something, and I don't know if it was today or yesterday or whatever it was, where they're actually, and I shame on me again, but they were talking to him and they were asking him, and they were really asking him more questions about Jaden Daniel than they were about anything. And it was just so bizarre to watch him stand there, I guess, and just field questions about Jaden Daniel. And he's like, yeah, that's my guy. And he's not, he's going to continue to be the same thing. And he's talking about him like that's his fucking quarterback. That's how I would expect him to talk about Daniel Jones. And it was so weird to watch him field. And it was like not just like one question, he gloss over and move on. And he has all the right at that point to be like, well, I don't play for the Redskins. I play for the Giants. Let's talk. If you want to talk to me about what the Giants are doing, right, I have no problem with answering those questions. That I have a relationship with him. He's my friend or whatever, and he's doing great, and more power to him. But, I'd like to talk about the company that I work for and the team that I play for.
Facts.
He has every right in the world. He wouldn't have sounded like a jerk off by saying no shit like that or nothing. He would have sounded actually like a guy who cares about the team that he plays for, about a guy who cares about the name on the front of the jersey, right?
Facts.
But that's not what he did. And again, it's just lends to his personality. I don't think that you're going to see, like we can say that it's Odell Beckham-ish or not, but I don't think Odell was acting like this in his first year. No. Odell was, I don't think Odell, I think Odell kind of became a little bit, and again, you want the guy to be a diva on the field, right? Every wide receiver should always feel like they're fucking open.
100%.
Right? They should always feel like they're open.
100%.
They're in their 100%. Fucking car driving to the bro. I just want to let you know I'm open. That's the way it should be. Yeah, that's what you want. So that right there, that's a testament to this piece, right? The 13 ounces in his chest. We want that.
Yeah.
What we don't want is for this 8 ounces in his fucking skull to start overtaking that and start thinking that he's bigger than the team.
Yeah.
That's what we don't fucking want, right?
Yeah.
I want him to have both, right? I want him to have 13 and 8, and I want them to work in conjunction to make him a fucking rock star. But once this 8 starts to kick the 13 ounces around, and he starts to believe that he's this monumental fucking person that is bigger than the team, then it's time to start looking at the guy and saying, do we really need this? Do we need his 557 yards, or can we maybe spread the ball around and get that production anyway? Right? Yeah. That's when you start to have that feeling, right? What is he taking away from us by giving us? Is it an addition by subtraction? Is he really happy here? Maybe he goes somewhere else and has a better career. Maybe the fact that he didn't like Daniel Jones or didn't want to play with Daniel Jones is affecting him, and maybe that's why we're starting to see some of it rearing its evil head early. Whatever it may be, either somebody needs to wrap their arms around him and tell him, hey, listen, buddy, you can have a personality. You can be a diva. We want all that shit because it's what makes you a great one.
Right.
But the other shit, shut that shit the fuck up, bro.
Yo, that 13-8 shit is fire, man. We gonna that's what we gonna reference that on the show. Heart, brain, you know what I'm saying? 13-8, real talk. Q. You're a big Giants fan, you know what I'm saying? What you think, bro?
Yo, Malik Nabers needs to calm the fuck down, B. This nigga need to calm the fuck down. Like
tight,
what?
Tight.
Yo, what is what?
Calm the fuck down.
What the young kid say? He's doing the most.
What is he? Right. Yo, bro. Like, number one. All right. So I see what Sal's saying. That's the coach, bro. The coach is calling the plays. The coach is getting you the ball the most. Now, let's look at it. I had to look it up because that shit fucking pissed me off, bro. So the first 3 games, right before he had the concussion, Malik Nabers averaged 13 targets a game. He came back from the concussion. Now he's averaging 11 targets a game. Bro, it's the same fucking shit. You know what's not happening, and you know what separates him from being Odell Beckham is that Odell Beckham made shit happen when he caught those 10-yard passes. He turned 10 yards into 60. He turned 10 yards into 40. Odell Beckham dropped passes. He didn't drop important ones. All right, so he needs to calm down, tone it down. Granted, there's two different quarterbacks running this ship right now. 2 different captains. Can't compare Daniel Jones to Eli Manning, and that's why Eli Manning held down OBJ. Odell Beckham should praise Eli Manning for all the success that he had because he hasn't had 1,000-yard season since he had all 4 of them with the Giants.
Yeah.
I was keeping a buck. Yo, Malik Nabers is having all that with Daniel Jones. Not as good, right? But he's still giving you success. They were calling you one of the greatest wide receivers in the league as a rookie. You were supposed to beat records, and you come into the league and you caught a concussion. It's unfortunate, bro. You had to miss a couple of games. It's unfortunate, bro. Don't know what to tell you. You can't come back from the game, still average the same amount of targets, drop the balls, you know what I mean? Pause. And you know what I mean, and not turn, short yardage into something big, like, and you know what I mean, and that's the total difference. He needs to calm down. Then he's throwing his whole team under the bus, like what you said, Jay. Odell Beckham didn't do none of this when he came into the league. Odell Beckham didn't really start complaining until his 3rd year because that's when Saquon was here, and then he got hurt, and then the Giants were really losing, and then he had to deal with a lot more. Odell Beckham had to deal with like 2 different general managers, maybe 3 different coaches. Like that shit is wild, bro.
Yeah, different playbooks. Post Tom Coughlin, he had a lot more to deal with.
You know what I mean? Like it was a lot. And it was unfortunate to deal with, but that's what he had to do, and as a professional player, you got to just run through it. Like you can't just come in here and think you're going to be the illest wide receiver and talk this talk because you're going to run into an organization like this one that may not treat you so well and get rid of you or do something about that. You know what I mean? Like, you got to understand, because in football, there's 2 parts that play into you making a check. It's your talent and your image, and they damn near go half and half because people who have a really great image have the potential to not make as much as those with better talent, but close enough to where I know I can go get a check.
You always have a job.
And you'll always have a job. Just
be serviceable.
Be serviceable. You know what I mean? And when you come in here, they don't want that type of shit, man. Like, and that's not the Giants organization. And, he doesn't have a role model. Like, Slayton can't go to him and be like, yo, you know what I mean? Like, yo, you shouldn't be doing this, because Malik Nabers came into that team thinking, yo, I'm the illest nigga here. You know what I mean? Somebody should have went to him and shut him the fuck down. But like, yo, you better calm down, dude. We're gonna get you the ball. We're gonna make this shit happen. But yo, don't bring that over here. Make the plays. Let me see the action through here, and we'll take it from there. And your action needs to speak louder than words. I don't care about what's on your. Speak to me in the fucking conference room, bro. Talk to me in the locker room. Yo, talk to me somewhere else, but on the fucking media, because what now he's not expected for is for all that shit to happen. And I'm surprised his agents. I'm pretty sure he's getting phone calls like, "Yo, bro, you fucking up your image already. It's only week 8, bro. Yo, when you done here, how am I supposed to sell you? When you done here, how am I gonna sell you, bro?"
I'm sure they're telling him, tone it down, bro.
Tone it down, yeah, because it's your image, and the only thing, you're in a blessed position. What did Denzel say? In a blessed position, keep your eyes shut and your mouth closed. You might learn something. You know what I mean? In training day, but like you're in New York City, bro. I don't. They try to say nowadays it doesn't matter because we're the internet and everyone's connected, and listen, the guy in Green Bay is not going to get as much opportunity in New York. If all things being equal, if you're star here, you're gonna get love. Look at Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson's getting love out here. You know what I'm saying? And he's in every commercial now. You know what I'm saying? Listen, don't fuck the marketing money up, bro. Don't fuck up the commercial money. You know what I'm saying? Don't be the guy, the aloof guy that that the old white crunchy dude can't relate to. You know what I'm saying? I honestly want to market to the young guys, and that's where it's at too. But there's also, another demo. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be able to appease both sides of that. You know what I'm saying? Whether you feel that way or not, you don't got to show that shit on camera. You know what I'm saying? Don't fuck the bag up, bro. Right now, he's trying to fuck the bag up. And I like Malik Nabers, but you haven't done shit yet, bro. And listen, let's be fucking real. The play calling has been suspect at times, and Daniel Jones has been really suspect at times. He's not entirely wrong, but you ain't gotta vocalize that shit constantly. You ain't gotta go to the top of the mountain and scream that shit, man. You gotta get Malik, you gotta get your shit together, my brother. I'm just giving you game because you know what I'm saying. That's what we're supposed to do. I'm not shitting on you. I'm giving you some game. You know what I'm saying? He's looking at me like I give you some game, broke ass nigga. But it ain't even like that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, we as fans, we don't want to see shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
We don't want to see the guy go, right? Like
we don't want to see him go.
We want we want that type of talent in the building. We just want it. We want it to be, we want it to be buttoned up. We want it to be, like for the team. We want it to be like we want that energy. We don't want that energy to usurp what we're trying to accomplish as an overall goal.
Right.